Okay, this story is about me going home to Nebraska for Thanksgiving. Now, when I go home to Thanksgiving, David, I always take one of my kids to a place that's called Coney Island. And it's a little restaurant owned by the same people for all of these years. And they have the greasiest coney dogs you've ever seen, ever. So every year I go back, I meet my old high school buddy Barry, and he may bring a kid, I bring a kid, and we have our little Coney Island. The bun is completely absorbed with orange grease, and it's just the best thing you ever had. So I take Darian this year, my daughter. So we meet with Barry, and we're talking, telling old stories, and Darian hasn't been there in many years. It's been Caleb that's been going. So I proceed to tell her the story about when 25 years ago, when I was proposed to at the Coney Island. Now you have to understand, it's straight out of, it hasn't been updated, they still have the signs on the wall that say hot dogs 15 cents, the sodas come in glass bottles, and she's like, what? So I show her the booth, 3 booths down. This is where Greg Jessel asked me to marry him. And she's like, you've got to be kidding me. Why would somebody ask you to marry them in a place like this? So, I don't know. So we get done. We head to the mall because she wants to do some girl shopping. So we cut through Best Buy, head on down. We're looking for some Husker stuff. We walk into this place. I'm looking at this jacket. Now keep in mind, I saw him for the first time last year in over 20 years, okay? And it was just for a brief second. He was in the kitchen, a kitchen that I was in. So I'm trying on this jacket, and all of a sudden this voice says, that's not going to fit you. And I turn around, and there he is. What are the chances, David? So, of course, I'm like, Darian, come here. I go, this is Greg Jessel. The whole Coney Island. I said I just took her to the Coney, the infamous booth, blah, blah, blah. So we have this real awkward, uncomfortable moment. And then everybody kind of goes their own ways. But, David, what are the chances, really, that I would run into him shortly after telling her about this person that asked me to marry them, and I haven't seen him in 20 years, once in 20 years? It's a true story.